table related. Come in the last, here it was. Table property we have written, and table related structure we have written. This is the first table structure, this is the second table structure. Okay, in the chat list, in Zoom, one person is called Arun. You don't provide your contact number here. When the HR contact you, right? You never receive the call, you never reply them, you don't reply even in chat. Arun, can you hear me? Let me remove him from the list. Arun, hope you can hear me.
Sure.
So when the person has called you from input table1.html in HTML folder. Table1.html under the HTML folder. Table1.html. Next, after that, everything is available, Rohit. Video examples all are available. So to get other things, I'll send you the number. Speak to them. They will give you 888416660. I sent you one number in the chat. Videos we have recorded. It's available. Examples are available. Everything is there. I sent you a number. You can talk to her and then ask. You want examples? They'll guide you. HTML open close. Right. Let's follow the body tag open close. Right inside one. Table tag open close. Inside the table tag. Inside table tag, as per the structure what we have written, table will produce you two sub element. The first sub element is called caption and second sub element is called tr. So we'll write a caption here, and under the caption we can write call customer details. Next, after caption, tr will start open close, save the file. Okay, now inside tr what will come? Inside the tr, as per the guide, two sub element will come, th and td. Okay, both can come or maybe only one also you can write, no problem. So th, it's called table heading. You will write here customer name, or maybe full name you can write, full name. Next td is called, some name you can write, Alex Kumar. One tr is ready. Combination of th and td. Second tr will write, th will follow customer mobile number. Td Save now. So tr open close. Okay, now for this table, we'll apply a property called align. 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 Give the value called center. Align is a property name. Center is a value. Align as a center. Now write next property, border. Some number is required in that. One or two number you can write. No, what border you have written. Let's run this file. You will find a table will come, very compressed table will be in the center, and there will be border of 1 pixel line will be there inside also and outside also, both the side. Inside and outside, both the side, 1 pixel line is coming, but it will be compressed table. You will not have much space inside. We have to use the property, then only it will look better. Let me show you how that look. That look like this. Table has come, but it's a compressed table. It has no space inside. So we can use a property here, another property that is called cell padding. Cell padding, yes. Cell padding. Cell padding equal to some number. Now the theory of the cell padding is it used to apply a space inside the TH and TD. Which one? Cell padding. It used to apply the space inside the TH and TD. We have written in developer guide. In developer guide, we have written it used to apply the space inside the TH and TD. Okay, and that property name is called cell padding. So under the TH and TD, there will be 15 pixel gap from all the side. Top, bottom, left, right, all the side, you will have a gap of how much? 15 px. Okay, see it now. Space got applied. So phone number is there, surrounding equal gap, Alex equal gap, mobile number equal gap, full name equal gap. So you can say the content of the cells, the data inside the cell will be leaving the equal space from all the side, or you can say inside the cell that can be TH or TD, there will be gap of 15 pixel. Okay. Let's convert into 30, 35 and then see what is happening. The space got increased or not. Operated. Space got applied. See now. Space got applied. So where is the what is the use of the cell padding? It used to apply the space inside the TH and TD. There is one more property related to that. Cell spacing. Cell spacing equal to keep somewhere 20. Then see what will happen. Between two cells, the space will get applied. That is of 20 px. Outside, not inside. Check now. Between two cells, you have some space. Cell spacing will apply the space between two cells. Here, between two lines, there is a gap of 20 px. 20 px, the gap between two blocks, and inside the gap is of 35. Cell padding apply a space inside, cell spacing apply the space outside. Next, after that, let's add some more TR. TH, city name, okay, check now. One more column row will get added. Add one more. Okay, age, yes. So this is called table. So inside the table, total 5 tags use TR, table, caption, TR, TH, and TD. Okay, based on properties. Hope working for everyone. So in this example, we understood 4 property. One is called align. You can change left, right, center. You can apply and check once. Next property is called border. But you have not changed the border. Change the border to 50 and then see what is happening. Number you are given 1, no? Yeah. Change to 50. See what happened. Everything we can adjust. Okay, border you increase how much? Suppose let me give 100 to more 0. It will look like something this. Border will get applied where? Outside. Entire border will get applied outside. Inside border is always 1 pixel only, not more than that. Font size, if you want to increase, you have idea on H1, H2, H3. Go here, open the H1, and after customer details, close the H1. Caption cannot be inside the H1 because H1 is not part of the table. Table is caption. The part of the table is caption, TR, TH, and TD. Directly, if you write H1, H1 will be outside. It will not be inside the table. Okay, so caption open close, inside H1 open close, and then you can add customer details. Now font size also should become bigger. H1 font size should look like this. Okay, so we can leave this file and we can try next. So TH and TD, you are not going to write anywhere without TR. TH and TD, you will never write without TR. Okay, TH and TD is a part of TR. TR we cannot write without table. Caption we cannot write without table. So under the table, how many tags? Caption, TR, TH, and TD. Directly H1 you cannot write inside the table because there is no any tag called H1 under the table. Under the table we have TR, TH, TD, and caption. Okay. If you want to write H1, you can write inside the TD. You can write inside the TH. You can write under the caption, but directly under the table you cannot write it. Okay. Paragraph you can write inside the TH and TD. Okay. Bold, italic, underline, all we can write under the TH and TD, but not directly inside the table. HR, BR we can write inside the TH and TD, but not inside the table directly. Okay. Between two TR, if you want to increase the gap or if you want to give the break, you cannot write BR there. Okay. Okay. So go next. This file will leave, create next file, table2.html. In the table2.html, see here while writing that day, I have written the small notes. If something was not able to understand, height is clear, yes, it will set height, width will set the width, BG color will set the background color, border will set the border, call span, row span, cell padding, cell spacing, border color. Those was looking different, so we have written the single line. So we have written that is cell padding. What is do? It apply the space inside the TH and TD happening. Cell spacing, what do? It apply the space between out of the TH. I have written out of the TH and TD. Next, we saw one call as a align. Instead of left, we can write center also. We can write right also. V align we have next to next example we are going to see. We will be implementing in the next page. Call this one. Call a call span. Okay, column span. What is that call span? Let me show you. Then we can go. Suppose this is one row. This is another row. Correct. This is the third row. Third row. Now inside that, in the first row, suppose there is a one column, two column, three column, and four column. In the first row, there is how many columns? Four columns. Here you can say one column. Here you can say one more column. Now see here. The middle one is covering the space of how many columns? 2. So now in the first row you can see there is a 4 column, but in the second row total is the 3 columns. In that 3 column number 2 is taking the place of 2 columns. So we can say that this particular column is taking the place of 2 columns. So here will be called as manager 2. Coming down, suppose if we go here and if you write like this, then how many column here? 3. It's covering the space of 3. So we can say call as manager 3. Maybe the next example can be like this. The first one is taking the place of 1 column and second one is taking the space of 3 columns. Suppose one is here and one more from here to here. Now look into this. The first one is covering how many rows? 1 row. And this one is covering how many rows? 3 rows, right? So here the span will come. But the last one, what will come? Row span. Row span is a 3. Here call span is a 2. 2. Here call span again is a 3. Here call span is a 3. Correct? That we are going to implement. Okay. Voice is not clear for everyone, or it's clear? I think it's clear.
Yeah, now it's clear, sir.
No, someone else was making some sound in their background.
Okay.
Okay. So if anyone asks what is the use of the call span, what will you say? In your language. In my language, I will say call span used to combine the space of more than 2 th and td. Space of th and td. Row span is used to combine the space of more than how many? Not one. More than one only tr. Using the row span, we can combine the space of multiple tr, and using call span, we can combine the space of multiple columns. It can be 2, 3, 4, 5, depends. Okay. Here also one line is written. It used to combine the space of multiple th and td. It used to combine the space of multiple tr. Okay. So create the next file. Call. When you look into the bill copy somewhere, invoice, when you look into maybe some kind of your mark sheet, report card, there what you will see? Multiple th and td will be combined, no? Right? Those are based on which one? This particular formula, call span and row span. Okay. There also something will be dynamic. Okay. tr we have to generate dynamic, th we have to generate dynamic. Okay, based on data. Okay, then again you can say the column row we have to combine multiple dynamic. So first static idea should come. Automatically next language dynamic will come. Dynamic language will make your HTML also. What you are writing is, is a static HTML. In that you have to write manually, then only output will come. Okay, each and every line you have to write. Create next file, table 2. Table 2 dot go ahead, HTML start from body will follow. Again, you will write the table. Align equal to center. CellPadding 1.5. Border you can keep, it will be helpful for understanding. Border as a 1. TR, TH, serial number. Okay, even we can write here another thing we missed out, that is called CAPTION H1 customer list. Okay, full name, mobile number, city name, service looking for, status. Okay, so few TR we added, TH, check now how it look. All heading we given one place. Now let's go inside. TR, TD, serial number 01. In one TR we added only TS. Now in the second TR we are going to add only TD. Because in the previous example what you saw, in the table 1 there was only one customer. So we designed the table in this format. But in this page you have lot of customers. So if you have more than one record, how to create a table, right? So that you need to follow this method. For one record, the table 1 is okay. That method is fine. For multiple record, table 2 method will be okay. Some name I wrote. Next after that, mobile number, right? Next after that, city name, service name, next after that, status, waiting. Okay, so hope your table look like this. Next, after that, so for this customer, all the details are there. Suppose for next customer, right? Suppose for the next customer, service is not selected, or maybe city is not selected. Next customer, when he has filled the form, this data will come from where? From form. So next customer, customer number 2, he has not mentioned his city. In which city, what he is looking for. So we'll write here one TR. Next, we can go here for TD 02. Next TD you can write. Next TD we can write. Next, after that, since he has not mentioned the city name, so after that, the service will come. Next, after that, in that city is missing. So you will find the table will look like incomplete table. The column count will be mismatched and data will not be displayed respectively. Column is mismatching because in between one field is missed out. In between one field is missed out. So status came to the service, service went to the city. Now the first occurrence in the sense before city, which is the column. Before city, here before city we have the mobile number. So we will ask the mobile number to take the space of next column also, because next column is missing. We have option, we can leave as empty also. TD open close, it will show as empty. But instead of empty, you can utilize the property of call span, and instead of leaving as empty, that space you can give to some other column so that the space will get utilized. Now, what we'll do is the before city, whichever the column is exist, not after city, before city. Here city is missing. In this row you can find city is missing. So before city, which is the column? Mobile is there. Mobile we have. So we'll ask the mobile number to take the place of next column as well. So there you will apply the property called call span. Call span. Call span. Okay. And using call span, now you will set the width for this TD. The number of column is missing. That is how many? How many columns are missing? One. One is missing and one is the itself. So we have to write here call as a 2. Then it will take the space for the current column also, and it will take the space for the next column, and then it will get combined. That is called call span 2. Column space got combined. See, column space got combined. City as well as phone number. Come next. So hope looking similar. Now add one more column, add one more TR where the last column will be missing. That is called dating or completed or something. The last column will be the missing column. Write one more TR. Add TD 03. Add one more TD. Add one more TD. After that, add one more TD. Next, after that, service. Next, after that, name. After that, city should be there. Right. Then service will come, and then after that, waiting will come. Assume this is not exist. What will happen now? In other TR, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Serial number is okay. Name is also okay. Mobile number is okay. Looking for, it's got exchange. Looking for, and status is not there. Suppose status is not there. Now where we need to write the column? Last column will be missing in this example also. Last column will be missing. Last column will be missing. That is called waiting status. Last column is missing. How many are there? 2, 4, 6 are there. Okay, I have taken the calculation of this one. City I am not concerned. Yeah. Before that, city is also required. Then we'll go to the bike repair will come in front of service. Here, now last is missing. So for last TR, what we will do? Who should occupy all the space? Service. Service should occupy the remaining space. So, one is missing. One is missing. Right? So this missing space, how you want? You want to leave it missing, or you want to cover that? If you want to cover that, then whichever the column is just before to that, you can write here call span. Call span equal to 2. So it will take the space of 2 columns. I wrote on wrong place. Yes, it should go for the last TR TD. Sequence. Okay. Column is able to combine. So work working for everyone. One person has reply out of 13. Okay, now suppose you have a customer in such a way, he has given the name, serial number and name, and he has not given the mobile number, he has not given the city. Like for the customer number 4, city and mobile number both are missing. So what to do for that? Try once. Write one TR where customer number 4, city and mobile number both are missing. Both are not exist. They have not given. So how to display that? Try write something. So write a customer in such a way who has not given the city and mobile number. Call span, how you will combine, where you will combine. Try once. Yeah, two columns are missing, city and mobile number. So which column will take the place? Name will take the place or service will take the place? Both can take the place. First try from your side, I will also write.
ಇಲ್ಲ Turkish blue. Turquoise. ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ dark color. அப்படி அதுக்கு தூங்க எப்படி வாங்க அம்சாங்க கொடுங்க அடுத்துடலாம் ஆமாம் ஓகே இவனுக்கு என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்க ரொம்ப நேரமா இருக்கு
That some people have lost the confidence, unable to do share their. They have to go to some company within few weeks. Okay, so hope you have written table 2. Inside table 2, row number, which one? 4. Okay, so in row number 4, what we wrote? In row number 4, mobile number and city was missing, right? Two column was missing. So what will be the status of that? That look like this. TD will come, 04 will come. Next after that, next will come call some name you can give. Call is for mobile number, for name we have to write some name here. After that, what else is missing? Two column is missing. Then after that, what will come? Looking for something. Next after that, last day. Something called what? Okay. Next, if I run this page, column will be mismatched completely. Match. So what will happen is, where we should write for the name or for job? Where we should write? Name. If you write for job, then what will happen? Let me try. For the job, we can write how much? Call is span equal to not 2, 3. 3, right? How many are missing? 2 are missing. Name and city. Current one. So total become as 3. Save it. But the problem is, job went to which side? Left side. So it's while understanding it's become difficult. So we have two options. If you write the call span for the first occurrence, what is the first occurrence? Name. Then job will be in front of the job. if you are writing the call span for the last occurrence, then what will happen? Data will come, but while displaying, it will become as a mismatch. In that case, we have solution like this. We can write here a property called
How it develops.
align equal to right. So it will take the place of 3 columns, but starting will happen from the right side. We can write for the name also. I think you have written for name, right? Everyone have written for the name as a call span. For name also if you write, then you don't have to apply the call span. If you are writing for the last column, then call span will be there, both the places. Align property we have to add. Let me show you how it is happening. It is happening. Okay. Now in this both the option, call span we should write for the first occurrence or last occurrence, which is the best practice. If you write for the first occurrence, you don't have to write the align or here there. Plus other problem you can see here. I wrote align as a right. You can see the content is starting complete from the right side. Starting from right side, no? In the service section also, it was supposed to start from here, but they're starting from where? Right side. So the best practice will be that only. Which one? We should write the call span for the first occurrence, not for the last occurrence. Add one more TR. There a customer will have all the details. TD 05. Next TD. Next TD. Next TD. City. Next TD. Something. Next TD. Pending. So last customer will have all the details. So hope you got some idea on call span. Now next page will be for the row span. Row span will use, and after understanding the row span, we will add some call span as well. Create next file. That is called table3.html. Table 3 till here you can copy. Okay, from table 2, first TR you can copy till there, because second table also structure will be same, number of columns same, the field structure will be different. Arrangement of content will be different. So copy till TR. After that, paste in the next file. Close the table. Close the body. And close the HTML as well. Okay. Write the next year where a customer has all the details. Name of the customer, Ajit Kumar. Your mobile number. Name of the city. Bangalore. Service. What service we can write? Home repair. Next, after that, status ongoing. Ongoing. Okay, so this customer has all the details. Now, next customer we have that also belong to Bangalore only. Okay, next customer also belong to Bangalore. Let's add the next year. Same you can copy and paste here. Second year. Second year will be some other name. Also from Bangalore. Looking for buy a bike. After that, in process. Now see, two records are similar and that also one after other. Not after gap, just one after other. First is a Bangalore, second also is a Bangalore. You can run this. You will find both the user belong to Bangalore only. Name is different, number is different, other things are different, but both belong to Bangalore. Both belong to Bangalore. See how it is coming. In one page, one record is two times. That is also one after other. Okay. One record is duplicate. Now table concept says like in a table, if two records are coming one after other, both are same, then why to use why to display the duplicate record? So in this what happened? Mobile Bangalore becomes a duplicate. Bangalore you are displaying as a two times. In this case, instead of displaying the Bangalore two times, we can use the property called row span. We can display the Bangalore one time and it will take the place of both the places. Only one Bangalore will take the place for both the user. So how to do that? So first you got the problem or not? What is the problem? Problem is we have two users, both belong to where? Same city. The city is same. You are displaying the city how many times? Total 2 times. City we are displaying as a 2 times. Now if you are displaying the city 2 times, then in that case, the record becomes a duplicate record. Okay. So instead of displaying the duplicate record, why can't we utilize in such a way where we can write once and we can display both the places. So for that, solution is this one. Go to the first Bangalore and write there row span. Now how many Bangalore you have? 1 or 2? 2 are there. So row span will be 2. It has to take the place in the current row and it should take the place in the second row. So this TD will be displaying here and the same TD will take the place in the second row as well. Okay. So in the second row, the Bangalore should not be there. Right. Instead of removing from here, I will comment here. So you can select it and after selecting, do the right click. There is option called block comment. Select it, do the right click, option called block comment. It will get commented. It will not come in the browser. Check now. Bangalore is written one place, but it will display for both the users. Yes, you have to remove that. Either remove it or comment it. Because if you are not removing, the Bangalore TD will be how many times? 2 times. Already you have given the permission to previous TD to take the place in the next row. Right? The previous TD will take the place in the next row. Now next row already TD is there. It will go outside. Column count will be mismatched. So in that case, we have to either comment it or we have to remove it. Then only it will work properly. Okay, next after that, add some more users. Hope it's working. So using correspond what you did, you combine the space of TH and TD vertically or horizontally. Using call span, we combine the space top to bottom or left to right. Call span. Left to right or right to left, both. Using call span. And using row span, top to bottom. Top to bottom will be called as a rows, and left to right will be called as a columns. Right, the third user. Third user request is also in progress. In process. TR TD 03 next TD next TD next TD Next TD. One to by TV. Next to that, in process. In process. Okay. So if you run this page, see again for two user status is same. For two user status is same. So what we can do in this again? Row span. In the previous row, apply call row span equal to 2, and this row, the third number row, last TD should get commented or you have to remove it. Should get commented or you have to remove it. It should look like this. So row span will combine the. Okay. Next, after that, after that, come to the first row. In the first row, type one more th, call it a type, customer type. Add one more column called type. In the first row, add one more call as a type. Okay, hope I read all type. Now you will see everywhere column count mismatch. Everywhere column count will be mismatch. Missing all the places. Missing all the places. Now we want to add one TD. We want to add one TD in such a way where it should represent all the customers are free customer. We need to add one TD where it should represent all the customers are free customer. So question is where to add the TD? In the first or last?
In the first.
First. We want to add one TD in such a way where it should show all three customers are free customer. So in the first row or last row, where to add? First row. Okay, let's add in the first row. In the first row, add one TD right inside, call it a free. Then check where it is showing. If it says a free, it is in the first TR, so definitely it will reflect for the first TR only. But our requirement is it should display the first to all the customer. So what should be the row span? One person replied in the chat, other has to say something.
3, sir.
Will be 3. Reason here you can count easily. Yes, it is coming in the first and remaining 2 are missing. So we want to spend the first 2 till 3. So first already cover 1, missing are how many? 2. So 2 and plus 1 current will become a total 3. And since you want to take the place of the rows, so we have to write as a row span. So we can go there and we can write here a property called row span equal to how many? 3. Definitely it will take the place of 3 TR. It will take the place of 3 TR. So look like you are somewhere clear with the row span. Clear. Now based on this, if you get some photos, possible to do that. Photo instance homework. Okay, so I will share you some photos now in the WhatsApp group. Okay. URL I will send. Just click on that photo and try designing like this. Okay. Let me show you the website. LMS. See, I will show you website name. I will send you in the chat what to do. Okay, URL I will send you. You need to click on that and then see. Suppose this URL will get open. In this URL, you can see there is the photos. Okay, so suppose I click on first photo. First photo. Once you click on first photo, a new tab will open. This look like this. So now in this, how many row and how many columns? 3 rows.
Columns.
3 rows and 2 columns. In the first 1 TD, correspond to in the first row, how many TD?
Yes.
2 TD, 1 TD, correspond to. In the second row, how many? The row span and row span is there. Where? In the second one. Yes. Okay, so we need to apply little thought and do that. Let me show you the next photo. Here, when I go here, right? How many rows? 3 rows.
Yes, sir.
Last TD is covering how many rows? 3 rows. Row span
Yes.
3 to the last TD, correct? Okay, let me show you one more photo. Suppose if I go here, inside that, how many rows now? 5 TR, correct? In first TR, call span how much?
3, sir.
3, yes. That is the meaning of learning, okay? After implementation, you will be able to answer, okay? Second row, 3 column is there. Third row, 3 column, 3 column. But last TD, row span how many? Exactly. Second row, how many column? Pen book is there, no book. How many column? 2 column. Third row also how many column? 2 column. Okay. So we need to try it. Okay? It is not necessary that you can try 100%. You can do all same, but you can try it. Okay. I will send you the link in your group. You can. I think everyone is in the group now. Particular URL only. I will
Yes, sir.
which page you need to do. That is called. What is that? In some useless photos are enabled, some advertisement is added by someone. I will ask him to delete. From Google, some ads are coming in there. I will ask him to delete today. 11:30 Johnny Y. Surya no Saurabh Vivek. Okay, so link came to your chat in WhatsApp group. You can follow that. Set number 1 you can try. 5 photos are there. If you are able to do that, means you have understood something. Row span, call span will work tomorrow. How to divide the page into multiple blocks. Okay, there one example using table, other example using frame set. Okay, then after finishing that, next day we'll have example of input tags. In these all are still output tag only. So after finishing the output tag tomorrow, day after tomorrow we'll enter under the input tag, and then we'll immediate project. Okay.